Oh, man, this is great. It's so good to be here, man. The sun's out.
Is this your first time in Ireland?
No, second time, but this is the first time I've actually seen some things. I was here with Travis a couple months ago. Where I was opening up for him.
Yeah.
And we just pulled in with the bus and had the sound check, so I didn't get a chance to really feel the city.
So you're feeling the city
I'm
this time
feeling
around?
the city this time around.
You produce, perform, and responsible for some of the biggest radio hits of the last 12 months or so. I think you seem to have worked out the science and method for knocking out a #1 single, have you?
Oh, man, I wish I knew what I was doing. I always told people, I don't know what I'm doing, man. The only thing I know is the feeling that you get when you write a song that you strongly believe you said everything you wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
These songs like Nothing on You and working with CeeLo and doing the Forget You song. Everything we wanted to say, we said it in 3 to 4 minutes. So that's the feeling that we always chase after when we're in the studio.
Did they come to you pretty quickly, these songs?
Nothing on You took us like a year to come up with just that chorus. I had that melody in my head, but didn't really finish it off. And finally we came up with this track, and it all kind of came together. And the CeeLo song was one day.
Really?
Yeah, so it's always different. That's the fun part.
You were born to a musical family in Honolulu, in Hawaii. What age were you when you started performing?
4.
Really?
Yeah.
And were you addicted to it straight away?
Straight away.
Really?
I thought they loved me for who I am, for who I was. But it was because I was a little runt in an Elvis suit. That's why they got a kick out of it.
So who was the inspiration at that age, at 4 years of age?
My dad had a 1950s like rock and roll show in Hawaii. It was like a Las Vegas Caliber style show, and he would do it like doo-wop music, and some of the guys in the group would do Ray Charles, Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard, and my uncle actually used to impersonate Elvis, and that was my favorite part of the show. So I'd watch the show every night. And until finally they brought me up on stage, I'd beg my dad, bring me up. He brought me up, and that was it. They couldn't get me off of it.
You had that whole down. You left Hawaii for Los Angeles when you finished school. Did your parents have an issue with that, moving to L.A.?
Yeah, sure. I was doing all right in Hawaii, doing music. And it was going to a brand new city. It's like the little fish, big pond thing. Mm-hmm. And I was going to the big pond, but I needed to do it. I felt like I did what I needed to do in Hawaii. That was like the training, and I wanted to start writing my own music and finding out who I am as a musician and as a man.
Yeah. Well, I suppose in LA you formed the writing production team.
That's right.
How important was your time behind the scenes to your development as an artist?
Extremely important. I mean, if it wasn't for that, that was like training me to how to write a song 101, how to compose a song and put together a song, and what's going to excite people, what kind of sounds are going to excite people, what kind of melodies going to excite people, and that's what I studied 3-4 years in LA.
Well, there's a staggering fact. I don't know if you know this or not. Ireland is a very small market compared to, like, for instance, America or China or Germany or UK. Mm-hmm. It's a small market, but you were involved in over 100,000 single sales in Ireland.
Wow.
Before you even released your own album.
Wow.
What were you waiting for?
Wow.
What were you waiting for? I mean, all these involvement and all sorts of stuff until you got your own stuff together.
Man, I just wanted them to know I meant business, and I'm very serious. And I know the wait was long, but I hope that it was well worth it.
Yeah, certainly true. Is it true that you wrote "Billionaire"?
Yeah.
When you were stony broke, walking down the streets of London.
That's exactly true.
Tell me the story about that.
Shepherd's Bush. I was sick and tired of worrying. I'd spent my whole day worrying about what I can't afford to buy. Like, I couldn't get breakfast. They put us in we got a job working with a London UK act, and they put us in this hotel, and we had 250 pounds to live off of for over a week. And orange juice was 10 pounds, 13 pounds, and the breakfast was 25 pounds. And, we couldn't afford to eat like that every day. And it was just so frustrating for me to worry that I can't believe I'm worrying about this. I'm supposed to be out here doing music, and I'm worried about, like, I can't afford orange juice. And I was like, if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't have this problem. I want to be a billionaire so freaking bad. I'd buy everything. And that's where that song came from.
Because $1 million is just not enough.
$1 million's not enough.
In this world that we're living.
Right.
You've collaborated with so many artists, and particularly with CeeLo Green and the Forget You song. Was there ever a moment when you thought, man, I would have liked to have kept that song for myself?
No, you know what? No one could have sang that better than him. And that song wouldn't have existed if we weren't in the room together. It was, he's on my album. He's on the song called The Other Side, and we built a great relationship just working together in the studio. So by the time it was time for us to write with him, we were so comfortable. And we were just basically cracking jokes the whole time. It's comfortable enough to write a song like that and be silly like that and write a song saying, F you to the girl you love.
Yeah. Congratulations on your recent win of the Grammys.
Hey!
I'm loving that performance. I mean, that was it was a terrific performance. It was that whole James Brown, Jackie Wilson nod to the boys in the past.
Yeah,
was that a conscious nod to the lads in the past?
Absolutely. It was, I wanted to take my song Grenade, and I'm a big fan of Sam Cooke.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I buy a lot of he has a couple live albums, and it's just so raw and real in the live band, and I was really trying to just replicate that and do something like that. It was so much fun. One of the most fun I've had, I think, performing with B.O.B. and Janelle Monáe throughout my career. I think that was a big moment for me.
Oh, look, it was terrific. We were watching it on TV. Just amazing performance. So congratulations on that. You really knocked it out of the park.
Oh, thank you.
Good luck with the Dublin Olympia gig, which is next week. Tickets are sold out within minutes of going on sale. What can the fans expect from your live performance?
Expect a good time. That's the reason why I'm doing this, because I have the most fun on stage. And I want to make sure that everybody that got a ticket got their money's worth and walks out of there smiling and jamming. And that's what we're going to do.
Value for the money.
Value for the money.
Value for the money. Just before we go, your hit single, Just the Way You Are. I was listening to it again the other day. Would it be safe to say it's like a modern-day Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton?
Oh, man. I'd love to say that. That's such a great song. That's definitely one of the songs that inspired me to write it. Wonderful Tonight, You Are So Beautiful. Simple songs.
The Joe Cocker song.
The Joe Cocker song. Yeah, it's just really simple songs that I don't know what woman wouldn't want their boyfriend or their husband to sing that to them. It's not the most poetic, mind-boggling lyrics, but it's just, a pure, genuine song telling the woman you love, you are so beautiful, or you're amazing just the way you are. So that's what I wanted to do with this one.
Nice to talk to you, Bruno.
Nice to talk to you, sir. Thank you for having me.